There is no doubt that certain cities are simply cursed when it comes to sports and sports championships. And I think if you're going to talk about a curse, the first city you have to talk about is Buffalo, New York.
Yep, we'll talk about Buffalo. 54 seasons they've been in the NHL. No Stanley Cups to speak of there. One Stanley Cup final of recent history, which would be 1999. And they were dragged there by Hasek. It's been 14 seasons since the Buffalo Sabres made it to the playoffs. There are kids in middle school who have not seen the Buffalo Sabres play a playoff game. You're talking about cursed franchises. It kind of has to start with the Buffalo Sabres, who were first overall in 06-07. So they're so cool that they were cursed by the President's Trophy before the Chicago Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup, and we really started talking about the curse. So Buffalo was ahead of the curse. Most teams are ahead of the curve. Buffalo's ahead of the curse. And I really hope that this storyline changes for Buffalo as soon as possible. I don't want them on the board next time I'm talking about cursed franchises, which I normally am with Misery Index. This is not a Misery Index, though. I don't think I did a Misery Index this summer, actually. I can do an updated Misery Index. Right now, there's Sabres fans going, I think this is enough. But there may be some people who want to see a Misery Index.
So this got me to thinking, not just franchises, but curses, for instance, on cities and franchises. I don't think there's any doubt that the single city that is more cursed when it comes to sports is, without question, Buffalo, New York. Now look, they had an NBA franchise about 1,000,000 years ago. That's gone. Long gone. They've never had a baseball franchise, or at least not a major league franchise. So they have had to live most of their lives with football and with hockey. Now, the Buffalo Bills might be one of the best teams in the National Football League this year. But if you know the Bills' history, you know how close they came in the old wide right, and how many times Buffalo came close, and the field goals didn't go in at the end of the game of the Super Bowl, and how they lost again. All that misery, all that pain. They basically, the fans there in the franchise had to put up with that, and then go through rebuilding phases again and again and again. And now they're finally here. But look, even last year, even the last couple of years, Buffalo is the cursed city in sports. And then you add the Buffalo Sabres to it. Sabres haven't tasted a Stanley Cup. They haven't even gotten close. Over 50 years. And they've not won a Stanley Cup. I mean, they've been in it a long time. They have one of the most loyal fan bases in the National Hockey League and a loyal fan base in the NFL.